Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I'm here to explain the reharmonization technique called diatonic approach. So it means that you have a target chord that you want to play, that you want to arrive, but to arrive in this chord you need to play as a kind of a preparation for this chord, only using chords from the original key, so the key that you were playing. So let's suppose that your target chord is the chord of C major 7 and you are playing in the key of C major. So probably you need to use different chords from the key of C major to arrive in your target chord. And one of the main characteristics that we have in the diatonic approach is that normally for each note that I have on the melody, I have one specific chord. So for example, if I have three notes like this, so C, D and E, I need to have one chord for each of these different notes. So in this case, if I consider the relation of first or the root in the melody, I can say, okay, so if I consider the root in the melody, I need to have the chords of C major, D minor and E minor, because if I want to hear the root in the melody, the relationship between the interval of the root with the melody needs to be a relation of first or a relation of a root. So I need to hear the same sound or the octave. So with the melody C, G and E, I need to listen C major, D minor and E minor, because these chords, they are part of the key of C major. So this is the reason that when I want to approach a chord, I need to think like this. But for sure, I can establish other relationships between the root of my chord and the note that I have in the melody. So I can establish in a way that I will have, for example, the third in my melody. So I have the root of my chord, but I can have the third just showing the melody. For example, like this. So now I'm playing another melody, so I'm having. So this is my melody. So I will use the same chords, so the C major, the D minor and the E minor, because if I want to hear a relation of a third, this will be perfect, because I will listen exactly this. I will have a relation of a third from the root of my chord with the note and the melody. So if I have this melody, perfect. I can use the same chords. Okay, but I can have also a relation of a fifth. So for example, if I have this specific melody, something like this. So let's see here. So this is my melody now. So if I want to put one chord for each note, because I want to hear the fifth in the melody, so I will need to play this chord. So okay, so I have G, I have A, and I have C in my melody. So I have the same chord. So C, D, and now F. So now let's apply exactly what we have in the key of C major. So I have the C, because I want to hear the G, so I have here the A in the melody, so D and A, the fifth, and now I have the F, because if I see that my last note was C, so to complete the fifth, so to have the interval of fifth, my root needs to be the F. So this is the way that we have the diatonic approach. I need first of all to think about my target chord. That could be the tonic, the dominant, it's up to you. And then you need to think what will be the relationship between your root of the chord and the note that you have in the melody. So if you want to have a relationship of first or a root, so I need to listen the root in the melody, and I will try to play the chords just following the roots. So if I want to hear the third in the melody, I need to think, okay, so what chords that I need to play to always hear a relation of a third in the melody. So if I want to have a relation of fifth, I need to think, okay, so what are the chords that I need to play to always have a relationship of fifth between the root of my chords and the notes in the melody. And for sure, we can do in many different ways, just playing by thirds, by fifths, and also by sixths, for example, and we can have the same patterns. So summarizing, the diatonic approach is a way to approach a target chord that normally we use the chords from the key. And the way that normally we do this is using one chord for each note of the melody, and I need to verify what is the relationship between the root of my chord and the note that I have in the melody, just to create the perfect interval that I want to have always. So always I want to have a fifth, a third, or a sixth, for example. Yes? So this is all. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.